My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work with.
Kin kun no ba muli ra chin kun. Tongai ton kun chin. Ni boboji mata ni punaje. Dolpi kiknyunyan. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tong king ba na kongkek. Tung ting tachun kun nek muli rabest. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampongpa bolawan na chikni. Bamul neslik mo poda na wanga kun bist muli rabest. Tong ay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang yingkotu. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Yumalit kain kotun, chilo mulera de ne bobo, unka kun iskang bamulara. Shagjikin lord chawata uma, kavavulpa mulji gumana. Kin kun shachiking, ni kin kun oba mulira jikun, wama kunbes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko sercha domandoma?
Yes?
I'm here.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt of the Force to trip out some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi, doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
What do you want? Are you here to threaten? I guess I can't turn you away in good conscience. What do you want? Are you here to threaten me again? Well, I did set this facility up to help those in need, so...
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties? Go talk to Zelka if you need something.
Hey, look at this! A real live celebrity right here in my shop. Winning that swoop bike race has made you into something of a local hero. If times weren't so tough, I'd give you a discount, seeing as how you're a big celebrity and all. But with the Sith occupation, I can barely afford to keep the doors open. Just so you know, the
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
You don't need to ally yourself with this person. We should move on while we can.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan. Good luck. You're going to need it. The entrance to the base is sealed up tight. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Dahl. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javiar's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taris. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you. I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taris swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Your modesty is admirable. But though others helped, you were the catalyst for these events. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. The Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. The Force is in all of us, but for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... I'm sorry. I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about it. It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know? I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive. He showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Terrace is a pretty good place to grow up, all things considered. Just stick to the area you belong in and stay out of Davik's business, and you'll be fine. Hey, no problem. I'm here to help, right?
Hachu apanki, Jishawa anibung kasha, Jonasi, Ichua byongbo Johnny, Minamambato mule ra, Hakugri katgoda parabola. Mokao danya foki, Chachiska to punta kakaspaka, Bano oto. watawama muliri, kin kun chopeshwa, no ba mule raji, jone yuturi yanchi, either bola unchi chinek, ba mulir selima wanga kun bikin.
A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idle.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata, bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun, tong nabun shanuyang. Kipuna napkakin cha na kwat na bon kon, wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tong ki pa nonek, tu nikton chu chun ke nemolek rabest, ufmala nibokurk. Mana tota hakuchi krala bolaji chok shuntang shun kipa unapanka muliri kun kili no ba wati monyala kona una kun mulira. Smilia ti do punta krita do panao to vas casa.
I'm here. Yeah. What can I do? Yes? I'm here.
What?
I'm here. So be it.
That hurt, I bet.
What can I do?
Sure.
Yes?